Welcome to the AdvancedVC.help. We're going to be here to help you with the code builder today. Let's take a look at the screen here. On the left hand side you have your working panel. That's going to be where you pull all your characteristics in, and we have your operands and everything in there that you need to pick from. The right hand side of the screen is your syntax editor, and that'll fire up as soon as we start working on the first bubble up here. And then we have a Geni down here. This Geni will help us if we get stuck. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, or if we need to replicate stuff. Okay, so for today, we're going to do circumference of a hole. So I'm going to pick we're going to do a procedure, because we're going to set some circumferences, some like calculated values, so the user doesn't have to do that. We're going to go ahead and load in the CL6A file. So I downloaded it from SAP, and I have loaded it up here now. It's loaded already, and it's given it a C1 at the designator. So when we do constraints, we'll talk about that later. We've already got the class labeled, so we know which characteristic group it's coming from. We've loaded 108 characteristics here. You can see all the characteristics here. We can drag and drop those over here if you find that easier, or once we start typing, it'll also pull those up for you. I kind of like to do it while I'm typing. We also need to give it a name. I like to go ahead and give it a name, so if I ever do have to print this out, I can print it out and know when I was working on it, and the name of the file. This is actually the file name above it though. I'm going to give it the same name. It's the best thing to do. Keep them in sync. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay, so it's saving to my folder here, and it saves it to your computer, or it's also going to save it in the sessions here, which we'll talk about in a minute. Okay. So we're going to do the circumference of a hole. There's this particular file has 7 particular holes in it that the user wanted to know what the circumference was. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and put the cursor where we want it to be, and we're going to do a $self, and we're going to do the whole one circumference. That's what we're trying to figure out. So whole one. Okay, there it is, whole one circumference. Okay, and you can hit the space bar there, and it says, okay, equals what? Okay, well, equals another. We're going to do $self for this one. We're going to look for the whole diameter. So the whole one diameter, and we are going to take that, and we are going to multiply it by, if you could come over here and get your operands if you want, whole one. And we're going to do the pi, do a shortened pi there, okay? And we will put parentheses on that, because I like parentheses around that. And they wanted to add a ½ inch to each one of those holes. So we're going to do the plus sign and 0.50. Okay. And you can see here it's saying, hey, you need to close your parentheses. Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, so that's setting it, but I only want to set it if it's specified. So I'm going to go ahead and add an if specified. If what's specified? Well, if this hole right here, so for that particular case, you could type it in again, but I like just to copy and paste, and that will set the hole one circumference for that particular hole diameter. Let's see what's next here. We want to take this and replicate it. So I need to replicate it 8 times. So for each hole. So I have this replicate button here. So I can hit the replicate, and it's going to put in information, a prompt in there for you. It says, what are you trying to replicate? And just to save us time, I basically put in the whole, whoop, it didn't copy very well, did it? I'm going to copy and paste in what I want it to do. I want it to replicate, starting at hole 1 and ending at number 6. And so once you type that information in, you can get started, and it should go. It's thinking. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to replicate it, and it says it's writing it to the editor over here, and it's written to the elevator. And I say, okay, well that's great. I need to add a couple more holes. Forget my typing. How about 7 and 8? Just thinking, it says, okay, you want to do that? Oh yeah, sure. So it's going to write over here, 7 and 8, it wrote that for me. And it says you got a problem here. It says I have not loaded the characteristic yet. And so I need to go back to the class and load that into the class. So I forgot to load 8, so it's a good catch. It's a good head catch here. So I'm going to ignore that warning. It's just a warning for me because I know that I'm going to go in and add that. So I'm going to go ahead and save this file. And then I also have sessions here. You can see the sessions are here. So if I wanted to pull it back up, if I come back in later, I can just click here and pull that session up. It'll keep it in memory for me. It'll also save it to the file. And then I can just copy and paste the file out of there later. And then I can start working on something else. So if I want to start on something new, then I just click new. Okay, and it's going to clear everything out for me. I'm going to go ahead and clear the agent as well. I try to keep as much as I can for you so that you can don't have to continuously go back and forth. But now we're to do brand new starting, so we can start saving something new. But that's going to end this particular session. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please let us know.